Greetings, my fellow knights. Tis I, Sir Delonius. Have you ever wanted a horror game where you're in a western setting, but you don't like real people? Ghost Town Mine Ride and Shootin' Gallery, a game you've probably already seen me play before on this channel. Oh! This game is another VR horror game. I probably should have saved these videos for October, but now I'll find something. I really like this game. It's unique and quick to pick up and get in. The game is mainly a horror rail shooter type game with some of your own movement in between the sections. Ghost Town Mine Ride, as I'll call it for short, is a VR horror game where you play as someone who wanted to explore the old Black Rock mines, for funsies. If this were real, you probably would have peed your pants so many times it'd be soaked. I don't know why, but I just really have a thing for haunted amusement park attractions. It's just interesting to me. And boy, does this game fill that void for me. First, you come in and see this animatronic character named Sam who talks to you about the ride and pretty much giving you instructions on how to play the game. Sam will be important later. You go deeper into the attraction to ride it, while there is this miner guy wearing a gas mask who keeps spying on you wherever you go. The ride is so cool. It sort of feels like something that'd be in like a Disneyland attraction. It's so well done, and I really love the atmosphere here. Oh look, there he is. I swear, this part of the game is pretty neat. Get out of here, Haunted Mansion. This ride is your contender. And it's got cowboys. And this guy. As the ride comes to an end, there's some mannequins standing there in your way, which then is pushing you to the other track, leading you deeper into the mine, where no one was supposed to go. You then stop on what looks like a mine elevator, going down. Of course the animatronics are sentient, what did you expect? As mentioned in my Hello Puppets video, it seems many recent horror games nowadays are following the same trend of something becoming haunted and or sentient, and it's a little annoying, but I think it's kind of okay here. Because it's not played on too much. You go down this elevator, then you come to a stop in the middle of some tracks. Oh! A demon! Hey look, it's the Void Demon from Boneworks, except now it's wearing overalls and has a hard hat on. These minor demons appear around you trying to get you, and then... oh great, he's back. Here's the main problem I have with this game, is while it did creep me out while playing, man, there are way too many jump scares. I think if they kind of pulled it back just a little bit in that department, then this game would have been much better. After Mr. Pyro swings his trusty iron pickaxe at you, you then fall over 50 stories down as you finally land almost at the bottom section, as the cart then crashes to the ground, leaving you stranded to walk these mines alone. This is where things get really interesting though. You find letters of miners who used to work down there. You find dead miners and more jump scares, but they have some interesting meaning behind certain jump scares. You venture your way through the mines just to find out how messed up the whole thing is. There's even a huge pit in the middle called the Devil's Pit in the center of the mine. Whoa. You get so deep in and finally find a radio station in there. You make your way up there to see if you can contact someone to help you, only to fall through the floor into a cart. I'm pretty sure this was a trap. This section is a fast-paced cart ride through the mines while you're trying to escape, as the miner guy is trying to stop you. You have to use your gun to shoot the red switches to switch your cart rail so you don't fly off the track and die. It's an alright section, but I think some more things to do in between the red switches would have been more enjoyable. After all that, the miner guy falls off the track, crashing into another part of the rail, causing your cart to fall into the water. So how's the cart floating in water? I don't know if that can really happen, especially since the cart looked like it was made out of metal, but I can't really tell. Game logic, right? You flow along the water to see Sam again, about to blow up some rocks to push you over the waterfall, killing you. Ah, see? I told you he'd be important later. Using the gun you were given, you shoot the dynamite behind him, blowing up the rocks, crushing him instead, as the water flows you outside where the police see you, asking if you're okay. And that's pretty much it. This game is really cool in my opinion. Could have used maybe a few changes here and there, such as the jump scares, but overall pretty enjoyable VR horror game. It's only about 45 to 50 minutes long of an experience, so maybe the length could have been a little longer for its price, because I think it's about like $6. I don't really remember. I'd like to mention a few things really quick. The gameplay of this game is great, but a little wonky sometimes. You can go through some objects and see the void. I also think it's a little weird that you move with the trigger while pointing a certain direction instead of, the analog stick like everybody else. It also bothered me a little that you can only turn with your head and have no option of turning with the stick, which I personally prefer. The voice acting, while there's not much of it, I kind of liked it. I think they did great. The soundtrack, while it's sort of bare, felt so atmospheric. I thought it was really cool. I forgot to mention the extra mode, the kiddie ride.
This one is where you're on a cart and you use your gun to shoot as many skulls as you can to get the best score. I kinda like this and I kinda had fun doing it. I like how it took a horror spin on nursery rhymes. It's really cool.
Ghost Town Mine Ride and Shootin' Gallery is a pretty cool VR horror experience, and it honestly deserves more attention, in my opinion, especially within the VR community. It really does horror well, albeit changing the jump scares a little bit would deeply improve the game. Spectral Illusions, if you're watching this, I really can't wait for Happy Funland. It looks like it'll be awesome. And I can't wait to see what you'll pull off with it. Thanks again for watching, everyone. I deeply appreciate it. Leave a like if you liked it. It'd mean a lot to me. Dislike if you didn't like it. Just be sure to leave some constructive criticism in the comments so I can improve these videos and make them better. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Slay your dragons.